welcome to a new episode of What Rose Knows. Today I'm going to be talking about what kind of easy things you can do with a preschooler at your homeschool. So if you want to see some cool things that are really easy to do, then stick around. Welcome to What Rose Knows, and today I'm going to be talking about preschool stuff. I decided to do this video because I'm starting to see a lot of buzz online about, I'm thinking about homeschooling my child, I don't know, but people might be a little nervous to dive right in. So I am just going to show you some simple things that makes schooling a preschool age child super duper easy. And they're 4, so they don't need that much. They need to play. It's all about making an interest in learning and not really like super intense. So anyways, I'm going to push this aside and kind of show you what we do. So one of the super easy things that we do is our alphabet. And I just got this deck of cards, these flashcards from the dollar section at Target. And I think they have them there like every year at the back to school time. Basically what we do is each week we add a new letter. So, for L week, we add that to our deck. And so what I do is I just give him the stack of what he knows already, and I'll shove the new letter in there. And I tell him, hey little man, can you put these in order for mommy? So he'll lay them out in alphabetical order, and he'll flip them to the right directions, and so that they're all nice and neat. And we just keep these in a little basket upstairs so it's super easy to access. I'm saying super easy all the time because preschool is super easy. Okay, another thing that I like to do is I like to do craft time with a purpose. I feel like he needs to learn his scissor skills and some coloring skills and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll make an activity that he's going to make, and then he'll be able to do the activity. So this right here is a ladybug he made. So what I do is I have a bin of construction paper in our schoolroom. And when it's time to do a craft project, what I'll do is I just open this up, and I'll try to find a scrap first to the right size. But so for this ladybug, all I did was I found a red piece of paper, I drew a circle on it, and it's like, okay, cut this out. So he got to use his scissor skills. And then I found some black, and I made little legs and said, cut out the legs. So he cut out all his legs. And then I tell him, we're gonna, of course I had to. And then I said, go ahead, let's paste it together. So he'll get his glue stick out, work on his, well, this might have been a glue, not a glue stick, I'm not sure. But anyhow, he made this. And he also then proceeded to cut out all the leaves. And the leaves, we cut out one new one a week, because like the letters, we kind of add one number a week. So he's got these little leaves that he cut out. And we just play a game with it then. And he loves it because he made this game, and it's really fun for him. So basically how this works is, so I wrote the numbers on the leaves. So this is leaf number 4. So I'll stick it here and be like, when the ladybug eats 4, she gets 4 spots. So I have little pom-poms I found. So he'll take this little bag, and he thinks these pom-poms are like the greatest thing. And he has to read the number. And of course this is down on the table or the floor. He likes to work on the floor. He'll go ahead and pick out 4 pom-poms and stick it on the ladybug. Simple like that, but we're learning our numbers. He did the craft project and made this game himself, and then we get to play it over and over, and it doesn't get old for him for some reason. But the other thing we started doing with the ladybug is I asked him, is it an even number? And because he drew this line down, he'll be able to separate the pom-poms and be like, oh, 4 is an even number because he's got an equal number on both sides. So this, I mean, I'm sure there's other things you can do with this, but I'm just trying to show you some easy things that get a lot of mileage out of it and are fun. So there's one idea. The next idea, along the same lines of him making his own craft project, I'm going to set this here, is our fishing. So again, at the beginning of the week, when we're going to introduce a new letter, I'll come in and find a little piece of scrap paper and with a marker draw a little fish. And then he has to go and cut out the fish. So he's working on his scissor skills. And then, like, this is the F fish. So he cut this out, and I give him one of those brads to put in here. And these ones, and they're not all magnetic, but this one happens to be magnetic. I did find a couple that weren't. So if you're going to do this, bring a magnet with you and make sure your brads are going to be magnetic, the ones that you're buying. So anyways, I just took a piece of paper and made a little pond, and we set this on the floor. He pulls up his little chair to it, and we dump all the fish that he's made into the water. And this is so much fun for him. And he knows all these because it's been one he's added each week. And I found this little toy fishing rod. You don't need this. You can use a stick and put a piece of string on it, but whatever. I happen to have this, so it adds to the effect. But I put a magnet, I just masking taped a magnet to it, and so I'll be like, can you get me a fish that makes the D noise? D, D. And then he has to find the D and go fishing for it. And he just gives it to me, and he has a cup, and he'll put it in his cup. He caught that fish. And I try to be goofy with him, like this thing swings around a lot. It takes actually a lot of coordination to get to the right fish. So like, let's say he accidentally picks up the F fish, I'll just start making F noise. I'll be like, and he's like, thinks it's funny, and he'll whip it up and like chuck it back in, like, because he got the wrong one. But yeah, so this is a lot of fun, and again, it's getting a lot of miles out of it, and he made the whole thing. So that's pretty fun for him. Another thing we do, craft-wise, each week, now I took this down. This is normally hanging in a nice, organized banner. This is our alphabet string. So, at some point during the week, he makes a craft for that letter and puts it with his little paper, or little clothespins onto his line. And again, these are super easy to make. So like, I'll be like, oh, it's going to be A week. I just think of a word that I think will be super easy to cut out. And I go, okay, so for the apple, I just went and found a little scrap of red, drew an apple, a little scrap of green, drew an apple, and then he had to cut them out and glue them together and then write the letter on it. So there, and then he gets to add it to his string, and he gets to see his progress as time goes on, and he just thinks it's really fun. And sometimes I'll let him choose what he wants to do. Like, here, he did J. He did his brother, J for J. So that was fun. I printed out a little head from my computer. I have different crafty materials. I like eyeballs. Here's our monster. I put a big eyeball on. So I just try to use up all my little crafting supplies that I have. So I put googly eyes on stuff, glitter on stuff, pipe cleaner for the what's it called, whiskers. L week was this lamb. I used cotton. I don't know. Just be creative. Some yarn I had sitting around. Now, this is one of the things I really like about homeschool. So my daughter, she said, ooh, can I do school with little man today? And I was like, sure. So she went and saw that the last one was M for monster, and she decided to do a craft. Oh, what was this though? This is N week. I'm being a bad mom right now because I don't remember what this is. I'm assuming it was supposed to be a Newsies or a Newsie because they're really obsessed with that musical right now, but I don't She made a lever on the back of it so that its mouth opens. So I'm definitely going to have to figure out what this is. But I think it might have been a newsie. So another way we can go over numbers that's really easy is a little clock. You can use any clock, you can make a clock, but basically this was, again, dollar store from Target, or not dollar store, Target's dollar section. This clock, because we're trying to learn our numbers, I basically just leave it up and then say, what time is it, little man? 4 o'clock. He knows anytime it's up here, it's o'clock. So 6 o'clock. And he just remembers his numbers. And he thinks that's fun because he's telling time. But really, we're just working on his numbers. Really easy. Another thing you can do, again, dollar section. Here's just a goldfish. And you just play goldfish with him because now he knows, you know, his numbers. And before he knew all of them, I would just take out the cards that were too high. I found these also at Target. They're these card holders. So it makes it really nice for little hands to be able to play cards. They just stick in here and you can organize them real nice and neat. So playing a game, it's fun. And again, the older ones can play with them and they like it. And really easy. All play. Okay, another thing, you can take board games that you already have. So, like Chutes and Ladder. I mean, the spinner there has 1 through 6. So if you're learning those numbers, he has to tell me what space he landed on. So he has to read it and say, I need to move 6, and then he has to count out 6. So just play. And again, the older ones like to join in with us sometimes too. Or they'll go off on their own and do it with him, extra. And so he gets everybody teaching them. I'm just going to share this other game because this game is a super favorite in our house. It's Snail's Pace Race. It's the simplest game, but they get so excited about it. Basically, you know, we use it so much to even rip it apart. You have little wooden snails in different colors, and they start on the starting line, and then they have to race. So this is kind of like pre-reading, pre-numbers, like really little kid. This is a color game. So you roll the die, and okay, so I got 2 orange. So the orange snail will move 2 spaces. And so everyone is trying to figure out which snail is going to win. And like I said, it's the easiest, simplest game. And they go nuts. Like everyone's cheering, like, go snail. Like, and you pick a color and you're trying to hope that your color wins. But so this is even something you can find games to do before they even know how to read. So yeah. And games, I pick up games at, you know, garage sales, clearances, hit up the co-ops that are doing their used curriculum sales. There's tons of gold things that you can find that are not very expensive and will get mileage in your house and just be a lot of fun. So anyways, that's just a few of the little ideas that we've done. And there's so much more I can tell you about, but I just want to try to keep this video a little bit shorter since, yeah. So anyhow, I hope this helps you. If you have any questions about homeschooling a preschooler, you can leave some comments below and maybe I can try to address some of those questions you might have. And yeah, I'm happy that you joined me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to know more. Hasta luego.